Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday home yoga practice. I'm Belinda. This is Just Be Yoga. And this week we are focusing on focus. If you're new, we are working on developing a home practice plan and been breaking down ways to do it so that we can hopefully counter all of the obstacles we put in our mind to practicing at home. So like a little bit of a program to help you then take it from engaging with us as a group and doing it at home. Today, we are doing our power practice. So I'm going to, as you notice, I'm a little bit swift here today because I'd really like to just get to a bit of our practice. Tuesdays was more philosophical. We get into some of the meat, the bones. If you missed it, go ahead and check out the September 1 version or break down some elements about dharana or focus. The 4 poses that we're working on this week. Doesn't mean it's the only thing that we'll do, but they are our points of focus. Good morning, Claudia. And Joe, I'm assuming, is Warrior 3, plank, handstand, don't freak out, and twists. So we're going to get started. And if you're new, just listen, do what's good for you. If anything doesn't feel safe, please don't do it. If anything feels like it's pushing you beyond your limits, take a break. The point of this is for you to start listening to what feels right for you. Also, we have to hold ourselves accountable for when we just don't want to do it. All right. So I'm not in your head, but I'm here to hopefully help give you some tools to help you notice what's true, what's an obstacle, what's a falsehood, what's a downright lie we're telling ourselves, and how do we find peace in the middle of that? All right, let's get started in a comfortable seated space. And we'll do our check-in. If you have been following along, maybe take a look at your plan. What is it that you're practicing this week? Just remind yourselves. Even if you think, I know, just go ahead and take a look. What did you write down yesterday about your practice? And then that helps you. You can set that aside. We'll sit. Helps you greet yourself right now. So let's just do a physical body scan. I'm feeling a little warm, a little limber. I've already been out on a nice long walk with the dog. I've already taught a class, so my body's a little moved. Feel a little limber. I'm feeling a little heat. My jaw's a little tight. My neck's got a little crimp because of how I slept. Now let's bring our attention to our breath. So we'll just do a physical check-in, a breath check-in. What does that mean? Don't change how you're breathing. Just notice it. Notice where in your body you can be aware of it. How does it feel when your breath touches that region? Is it shallow? Is it full? Does it change? How does it make you feel? Then let's check in with the mind. My mind has already had a meditative practice, so it's feeling rather balanced. I've only got a little bit of the crazy runaround of the planning for the day. And I can notice it, and I'm setting it just over here. And say, okay, you can keep running around. So I don't believe in trying to tell the mind to stop doing a thing. Instead, I'm training my mind to be aware that all those things are going on and try not to be distracted by them. They are a part of us. Yoga practice is to connect, right? Not to excise anything and cut it out. Let's breathe in, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer to the Anjali Mudra. Maybe let an affirmation or a notion and intention come to your mind for your practice. And that can be your point of focus. All right, we're going to come to our hands and knees and start in our child's pose. If you need cushioning, extra cushioning, please have some blankets nearby. Maybe some of our knees are a little sensitive. Have a block and a strap nearby as well. Never know when we're going to need it. So I'm the kind of person that just once I have all the tools that I need, and if I need it, I can grab it. It could be a chair, doesn't have to be a yoga block. It could be a stack of books, okay? It could be a belt for your strap. All right, let's get started and come to our, actually, I'm going to correct that. Let's continue. Our practice has already begun. The practice of yoga is 8 limbs. All right, so let's sink back. Maybe have some added cushioning under your knees. I like to have the knees wide to start in my child's pose. So what are those 8 limbs? The first is the yamas, 5 of them. The do nots, non-harming, non-lying, non-stealing. Let's take that in, even as it means as regards to our physical body. Non-harming, non-violence, non-lying, so a truthfulness, non-stealing, non-hoarding, and moderation, abstaining from something. Our niyamas, the second limb of yoga, 5 of them. Contentment, cleanliness, discipline, or devotion. I like to use the word devotion nowadays. Self-study, and surrender to something other than ourselves. Let's take a few breaths and just take that in, plugging into our practice. And then making the body a healthy vessel for our spirit and connection. Third limb, asana. Making our breath a healthy vessel for our spirit and our bodies. Pranayama. Making our relationship with our senses a space of balance where we're not overindulging in any of our 5 senses. Sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch. Focus. That 6th limb. Meditation, being present with everything in a non-reactive way. And then samadhi, complete unification in a non-reactive way. All right, remind yourselves of your intention for your practice. Let's lengthen the arms out. Feel the bones, feel the flesh. Breathe in as we come forward to hands and knees. Feel your weight bearing in the arms. Exhale, sink it back. We're starting to connect now to movement in our physical body. Breathe in and lift. Shifting forward, feel the arms holding us. Exhale, shift it back. And just bring your awareness into your whole body, your spine, your belly, your chest. Breathe in, feel the joints in your shoulders, your elbows. Exhale, sink it back. What needs to move and flow? What needs to get rigid? Breathe in. Let's shift forward. Bring your focus now into your arms, giving you weight bearing on the earth. Exhale, shifting it back. Feel your hips and your knees, giving you that solidity. Let's breathe in and come forward to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's bring that focus and attention now into our feet. Look at your toes, spread the toes, everything that you can observe about them. Start to notice, is your mind observing or is your mind judging your toes, your toenail job, wrinkles in your skin? Spreading the toes, now pressing the heels back. Observe everything that you can about the flesh in the backs of your ankles. What about the bones in your feet? Under the arches, on top of the arches. Tilt the tailbone now forward and back. Let's feel and bring our focus into the hips. Feel the flesh moving. Can you be aware of your organs as we move here? Now the arms. Push down and forward. Bring all of your awareness into each digit. Are there some digits in your hands you're not aware of what they're doing, of their role that they're playing in your weight bearing? What are the muscles doing in your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders? Feel them supporting you from falling on your face. All right, now let's bring our focus and attention into everything that is on the earth, giving us support and holding us, legs and arms. Breathe in, push the butt up. Exhale, let's step or walk the feet up in between your hands. Bring your attention into the arms. Keep your arms on the earth. Now transfer the weight into the legs. Breathe in and lift the chest. Awareness in the legs that are holding you on the earth. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. All of your focus on what your legs, your feet are doing to hold you. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift the chest. What are your arms doing now? Our hands can be providing some support if you've got your hands on the floor. Plant the palms flat. Bring your awareness into the focus of the weight bearing in the arms, standing in them. Step back to plank. Feel that weight bearing and that support. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Feel the support as you're descending. Inhale, lift the chest. Feel your arms giving you that support and that lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel both of your arms. What areas of the arms are you most aware of? Good. All right, we're going to keep this focus on the arms. Anything that is our root. Make a choice. You can step your way up or jump your way up. Breathe in, look forward, step, walk, or jump. All of the weight is in the arms. Now, legs, breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale it up, be in those legs. Exhale, forward fold. Feel them supporting you as more weight comes into the legs. Half flat back. Palms down, bring the weight into the arms. Stepping it back. Lower through. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Be in those arms. Feel what they're doing for you. Now those legs. Breath in. Look forward. Step, walk, or jump. Be in your arms. Half flat back. Breath in. Connection to the earth. Exhale, forward fold. How are they supporting you? Bend the knees. Lift the chest. Chair pose. Everything is in those legs. Which leg is doing the work? How are you rooting? Forward fold, release it down. Half flat back, be in those legs, maybe a bit of the arms. What is the ratio? Hands to the floor. Now you could step or jump back. Everything about your focus on what's in contact with the earth. Lower to chaturanga. Breath in, lift the chest, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Be in your arms more than your legs. Feel that support. How is it supporting you? Can it lift you more? Exhale, step the right foot through, back foot flat. Be in both legs as you rise. Push down. Feel the legs. Everything else, superfluous. Hands down. Be in those arms. Put the weight in them now. Maybe just lift the right foot and feel that out. Now step the right leg back, lower through. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. So start to make a choice about your Cobra or your up dog. You can skip any parts of this. How are your arms supporting you now? Notice if your mind has wandered already. Can we keep the mind on the arms and the legs or anything in contact with the earth? Left leg lifts. What's going on now in all of the parts of the body in contact with the earth? How are they supporting? How are they stretching? How are they fatiguing? Knee to chest. Step the left foot through. back foot flat. Push down with your legs. Be in the legs. That's all we're doing. Be in them more. Maybe bring your arms back behind you. Pushing them down, and let that pushing down help you lift up. Breath in. Be in the earth. Everything that's in touch with the earth. What's the information those body parts are giving you? Hands down. Bring the weight into your arms now. Bear weight in them. Stand in them. Maybe just lift the left foot off the earth an inch. Breath. Step the left foot back. Breathe in. Where is your focus? What is supporting you from falling on your face? And elbow height. Up dog or cobra. If you're doing up dog, tops of the feet down. Stand in the arms. Grow tall in the chest. Shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Where is your focus? Where is your mind? Direct it somewhere now. Maybe it's on those toes. What can bring you some equilibrium, some calmness? Maybe it's in your hands. Are you noticing that you're dumping weight into certain sections of the hands? How do you distribute weight differently so that one area isn't getting fatigued? Where is your thought? Where are your emotions? All right, we're going to continue now and find a flow here. Everything in contact with the earth, that's all. When your mind wanders, just bring it back to something that's in contact with the earth. Breath in, look forward, step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Let's reach, push the legs down. Exhale, forward fold. Don't let the up lift you off the earth. Breath in, lengthen. Plant the palms, plant them. Step or jump it back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Where is your mind? Breath in, look forward. Step, walk, or float the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Bend the knees, sink the butt back, lift the chest. Breathe. Where are you? Where is your attention? Bring it down, down, down. And forward fold, release. Stay down here. Don't let go. Don't let the big, relief make you lose your focus. Half flat back. Palms down. Choose whether you're stepping or floating. If you're going to jump, land with bent elbows. Breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Good. Right heel lifts. Where is your mind? Direct it. Stay with it. Observe the resistance of the mind or fatigue of the mind. Step that right foot through, back foot flat. Be in your legs. Push them down now. Arms back. Breath in. Lift. Warrior one. Exhale. Hands down. Now, root through those hands. Come on to the left toes. Lift the right foot an inch. Breath. Feel. Breath. Step it back. So much focus. So much rooting. Feel the relationship that rooting and focus have. And lower. Breath in, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, breath in. Be in the right leg. Be in the left arm. Be in the right arm. Good, left knee comes through. Step the left foot through, back foot flat. Rest the chest on the thigh. Be in your legs. Coming up, be in those legs. Resist the urge to be up higher, be in the legs. Just be there and feel all that we can feel there. There's a world to feel in each calf, behind each knee, in the pinky toes, in both hips, in the groin. We'll never run out of areas to bring our focus down there. And hands down, plant it, be in it, root in it, lift the foot an inch, breath. Step it back, lower to elbow height, breath, and push it back up. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. Breath. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Step the right foot through in between your hands, stay on your back toes. Take your time as you focus on the back leg pushing back, on the right foot pushing down, and let your chest come up. Don't let your attention go up here. Stay down here. What's the back leg doing? Can it straighten anymore and give us more stability? Breath in, maybe reach up. You don't have to. Bring the arms out in front of you. You can keep them out in front of you or onto a block or a chair. And shift the weight into the right leg. Keep the right leg bent. Keep that left leg lifted. Right leg is bent. Don't straighten it. Now straighten and bend. Be in the earth. Straighten and bend. Where is your focus? Don't be in that back leg. Straighten and bend. Now reach the back leg. Plant the toes. Bring ourselves back up. Be in the legs. Be down, down, down. Spin the back foot flat. Open it up. Warrior two. Where's your breath? Reverse. Good. Come back to two. And side angle. That elbow could rest on the knee. Good. Both hands down. Spin onto the left toes. We're going to lift that right foot again and just hold it and breathe. Hold it and breathe. Lengthen it back. Ready? Elbow height. Breath. Push it back up. Down dog. Regulate. Align your focus. Left leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Push down and forward through those arms. Where are we allowing our attention to slip? Align it, focus it. Now don't get mad at it when it goes somewhere else. We're going to bring the left foot through in between the hands. Be in the back leg now. Be in the left foot now. Be in your torso reaching forward, but be in those legs. Let the legs support you. Push down. Feel the groin. Root down. What's the left foot doing right now? Could it press more firmly? Good. If you wish to reach those arms up, that's fine. Make it effortless because your attention, your focus is on the ground. Your focus is in that right leg now, pushing that right heel back. Feel the front of that right groin. Is there more space to be had? What's fighting? What's arguing? Let's lengthen forward. Make your choice about your support. You might need your hands to give you support on the earth. If you want to keep those arms out in front of you, it's fine. Now we're going to shift the weight into the left leg and just lift the right leg off the earth. Keep that left knee bent. Breathing. Maybe straighten and sink. Straighten and sink. You can pause. You don't have to do another. Straighten if you want. And sink. Reach back with the right foot. Place it down. Take your time as you come up. Be in the ground. Push down into the ground. Spin the right foot flat. Left knee is bent. Warrior two. Right arm down the back leg. Where is your attention? Be in your legs. What's that left leg saying? Inner thigh. Left butt cheek. Left knee. Can you feel all of the sole of the left foot? All right, side angle. You can have that elbow on the floor. Don't even worry about the rib cage so much. What's the right foot doing? How much lengthening is it doing? Can you press with the heel? Can you press with the pinky toe? Can you breathe in the rooting? Good. Both hands down. Spin onto the right toes. Bring some weight into those arms. We've got to plant them. Can't be on the fingertips. Push that right heel back. Ask that right leg to help you. Everything that's on the earth. Now we'll lift the left foot. Because those two arms in that right leg are helping you. They are what you have. Reach that left leg back. Breath. Good. Elbow height. Back up to plank. Downward facing dog. All right, so the choice that we have here, if we're going to walk it up, keep the arms firmly planted and feel the rootedness and try to keep as much weight into those arms as possible. Actually, let's do that together. Let's look forward. Keep the palms planted firm. Walk your feet up. Stop when your hands can't be flat anymore. Weight in those arms as though you could stand in them. As though you could lift your legs off. Feel your belly reaching up. Good, we're going to walk the feet back to down dog. All right, so you can continue to do that. We're going to do this a few times. Or we're going to practice the jump. And this is all into your handstand because guess what? You're standing in your arms to jump up. So let's feel those arms. We've got to continue to push forward. If we don't, we're on a wet noodle. We're going to fall on our faces. Look up. Got to get that counterbalance. And why not see where we're going? Bend the knees, butt is lifting. Look at the trajectory of my spine. Breath. Now I'm going to spring, but I'm going to spring lifting the butt up to the ceiling. Feet feathering down to the earth. Breath in, push. Exhale, launch. Hands flat, half flat back. Forward fold. Let's all walk it back. All right, so now we've all got our choice. You're either working on walking with the palms flat, or we're working on floating. Do not hold your breath. Be in the arms, pushing down and forward, standing in the earth. Breath in, and walk or step or jump. Good, let's step it back. Be in your arms, be in your legs. Look forward, breath in. And walk or jump. Half flat. Forward fold. Let's come all the way up. Be in those legs. Be in those legs. Hands to prayer. We'll bring the hands behind us, find an interlace, or hold your strap. Lift the wrists up behind, thrust the chest forward, be in your legs. Notice how easy it was for our attention to leave the ground. Check in on each toe. Check in on the sole of your entire foot. How much is pressing down? How much is engaged into supporting us? Good. Let's lift the chest, push the legs down. Feel the relationship the legs have with opening other parts of us. Feel the relationship that focus gives us to opening up new areas. Stay in the feet. Are you in the front of the feet or are you in the heels? What is equilibrium? Can we just do this thing? And let's take it forward. Don't lose those legs. Don't lose your legs. And let's not force the legs. Let's not judge the legs. Kindness. Remember the yamas. Kindness, truthfulness. Don't steal. Don't rob from yourself an opportunity here. Don't hoard. What does that mean right now? What am I hoarding? What could that mean, even beyond a physical realm? Mentally, emotionally, breath-wise. Are you holding your breath? How about the niyamas, contentment, cleanliness, discipline or devotion? Self-study. Release those arms. Surrender to something greater than ourselves. Let's come down to this squat. We did this yesterday with the Pashasana, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it with a block. All right, so here we are on our tippy toes if you can. Feet together, knees together. If you need that added support, you need more surface on the earth to give you stability, go ahead. If you feel as though I don't need any more surface than the tips of my toes and the ball joint, and I'm willing to I feel as though I can feel all those fluctuations with ease, not with any kind of panic response. Maybe you keep the block nearby and you just kind of test it. Ask the arches. All right, let's bring all of our attention into what's in touch with the earth, because that's minimal surface. What is it doing? How is it supporting us? How do we give it our focus? Not our strain. All right, so now I'm going to bring, this is my right hand, left hand. So I'm going to bring my right hand over to the block on my left side. Try to keep the knees even, so look at your knees. Feel free to come out. Go and have a seat if those feet are tired. And let's lift up in the chest, and we're going to twist. Now, my left hand could wrap. It could just rest. I was enjoying it on my low back, pushing down. And then lifting up in the chest. Where is your focus? I've got it on this hand at the block. I've got it in the feet. Trying not to strain. They're getting fatigued, so I'm telling them they could do less. Good. Let's gently release and do the other side. You could take the block with you. If you feel as though you don't need the block and your fingertips can come to the floor while those knees are even, go ahead. Hand to the back or wrapping around. Chest up. Now let your attention go from the feet and let it spiral up from the tailbone, following your twist through the spinal cord all the way up to the top of the head. Good. Let's gently release. We're going to go into the forward fold. Heels down, weight coming into the whole surface of the feet. Feel the body accepting that release. Let the upper body go. Maybe walk the hands back if your palms can be flat. Release the crown of the head to the floor. Toward the floor. Ha. All right, we're going to come back down to our tippy toes. Maybe have your blocks or chairs nearby. I'm just going to use my fingertips here. Chest is up. I'm going to reach my right heel out. Now use the arms for some support. Feel both arms, feel the left leg. Breath. What is going on? Good. Let's bring that right foot back in. Feel the arms, feel the right foot rooting, and we're going to lift and extend that left heel out. Good. I'm going to send my right leg out to join the left. Clear out the fleshy bits. Lengthening up. Feel now we've got the most amount of surface of our body rooting down. Bring your mind's eye, maybe close your mind's eye, and bring your attention to your butt bones, the sitting bones underneath of you. Trace in your mind's eye the shape that is pressing into the earth. Trace in your mind's eye the amount of pressure that you can feel those bones pushing down. Now feel the flesh around your butt cheeks. Feel what's in contact with the earth. Feel the round surface that's coming away from the earth, and you can feel air on it. Bring your attention to your inner thighs at your groin. Can you feel the folds of the skin pushing down together to one another? Now feel the bone in your thigh bone. Surrounded by flesh. That thigh bone is never going to touch the earth because of so much flesh. You could never feel the center of that bone pushing down unless you just didn't have any muscle tone at all. Squeeze the thighs. Bring your attention now on the backs of the legs. What's the next part you can feel touching the earth? For me, it's the backs of my calves, the upper part of the backs of my calves. I know that there's space underneath of my knees for me. Bring your attention to what you can feel. Bring your attention to what's rooting down. Push the heels down. Spread the toes. Bring your awareness to the air and the sensations between your toes. Good. We're going to bring the palms down alongside the waist. Keep the toes flexed, legs squeezing. We're going to push down with the arms and lift the butt off the earth. Don't scoop the tailbone under. Breath. And lower. Push down and lift. Where is your mind? Where is your focus on energy going down? Are you rigid and forceful with your mind? We'll bring the palms down, chest lifting. Flex and be active in those legs and lift whatever will lift. You might not lift much. You know that your bones are not on the floor. You know that the butt bones are not on the floor. Flesh is on the floor and lower. Lift the upper body. Root down in the bottom body. Good. We're going to bring the hands behind us now. Walk them back about 2 or 3 inches. Fingertips facing your butt. Stand in those arms. Point the toes. Lift the chest. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Be in your hands. Be in your wrists. Be in the sturdiness of your forearms. Elbows are solid, but don't block them. Now be in your heels, drive them into the floor, be in the arms, be in the heels, and allow the lower body to lift. Don't worry about how high. Be in your heels right now. Find the greatest ease you can be on the lift and just feel both arms. I just adjusted because I was in my right arm more than my left. Breath. And lower. Push the bottoms of the legs down. Lift that upper body. Breath. One more time. We'll place the palms. Feel your rootedness. Point the toes. Be in downward rooted support energy as you ask the hips to lift, because all we're doing is driving down, down, down. Maybe lift a little less so that your focus can just be on the down, not on the strain of the lift. Do we know? Down. Push down with the feet more. What happens? Push down with both arms more. What happens? And lower it down. Sitting upright, flex the toes. Breath in, exhale, hinge forward. Bring all of your attention into the backs of the legs. The lower legs, upper legs, belly expanding, shoulders back. Squeeze the thighs. Observe something about your legs. Now choose another area of your legs and bring your attention there. What is going on? What action is happening? What are your senses delivering from that area? And we'll roll that spine up. All right, find our upright Dandasana. We're going to bring our hands underneath of the right inner thigh, or upper thigh, and we're going to lift that leg as high as it can, as straight as it can, while the chest is erect. Now be in your left leg, push it down. Be in that left leg. Hold that right leg with one hand. Be in your left leg. Drive it down. Ready. Release the right leg. Be in the left leg, that's all. Chest up. Be in the left leg, that's all. The right leg's going to lower. Be in the left leg, that's all. Drive it down. And lower it down. Breath in. Let's lift. Push the legs down. Lift the chest. Let's be in the legs as we come forward. Remember, DHR, that dur of dharana, means to hold. When you're ready, chest is lifting, legs rooting. We'll lift the left leg, holding on underneath of that hamstring, holding ourselves accountable, spine up. Now be in the right leg. Really drive it down. I can already feel like my right leg is far more firm, more secure about its muscle action here. I then feel more confident, more secure about my ability to endure what I think is coming. Good. Let's hold it with one hand. Be in the right leg. Don't get ready. Notice where the focus is going. It's already running down the field. It is for me. Be in the right leg. Release the left. Push that right leg. Left leg's going to do what it's going to do. Mine wants to quake. Breath. Right leg. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Be in your legs. Flex the toes. Be in this new moment. New legs. New breath. Absorb something. Observe something new. Let this practice of focus make us be more familiar with the ever-changing viewpoint. Just because our mind is focusing and holding doesn't mean that what we're holding stays the same. And we'll bring our chest up. Good. Let's lengthen the legs out in front of us. I'm just switching. We're going to step that right leg across. Chest upright, active, pressing that left leg into the earth. All right, so now yesterday we did this wrap. If you would like, I'm going to take my right hand behind me so I can lean back, giving me more support and structure. And I'm going to lift this left arm and maybe see if I can get that elbow outside of the knee. Now I'm using that elbow to help bring this knee back toward the midline. Otherwise, it wants to really hang out. All right, so I'm going to do this. You don't have to. You can just wrap the arm. All right, butt bones, bend them, pushing down. Left leg, bend them, pushing down. Right hand behind you, push down. Notice what happens. How much freedom does that give in the spine, in the belly? Now twist. Be in your right foot, be in your left leg, be in your right hand. Apply a constant, steady twist. You can be constant and steady and not be aggressive. Let's go through those yamas again. Ahimsa, non-harming. Asteya, non-stealing. Satya, non-lying, truthfulness. Are you still rooting? Aparigraha, non-hoarding. Brahmacharya, abstaining or moderation. Back off. Contentment, santosha. Tapas, devotion. Saucha, purity or cleanliness. Are you still twisting? Svadhyaya, self-study. Ishvara pranidhana, surrender to something greater than yourself. And slowly release. We'll lengthen those legs out in front of us. Feel your sit bones. Apply your energy downward, bringing your dharana into that bottom body. Inhale, exhale, coming forward if you'd like, if you need to use a strap, or if you want to have a contact with your hands, either at the toes or sliding onto the soles of the feet. Shoulders back, belly forward. Where's your attention? And what are you seeing with that attention? Left side, right side, front and back, deep within and on the surface. What is your attention showing you or letting you feel? We'll gradually bring ourselves back up. We'll do the other side, bringing that left foot down, bringing that attention into that root, the attention into the root of that entire right leg, applying myself for support with that left arm, feeling it, rooting down. We've practiced so much of letting those arms bear our weight that this might feel rather simple in comparison to some of the other spaces. I'm going to go for that bind again of bringing my elbow outside, but feel free to just remain here. Maybe that's how you want to practice some brahmacharya, some moderation or abstinence now, rather than needing to go for all of more. All right, so choose attention in the bottom body. Sit bones, push them down. Be in just that right now. Right leg, all of the right leg. Back of the hamstrings, back of the knee, back of the calf. Left arm, left wrist, left palm, each finger in the left hand. What are they doing? Sit up tall and twist. Where are you? Where are you? And slowly release out of the twist. Good. Let's lengthen the legs one more time out in front of us. Be in and observe as much as you can about your entire bottom body, from the toes, through the feet, through the ankles, back side of the ankles, top side, sides, your shins, whole front of your lower legs, backs of your legs, both knees. Can you apply energy to push both thighs down? And hinge. Where is your attention? Practice and detach from outcome. Practice the focus. Detach from outcome. Just watch what is going on. And bring ourselves upright. Good. Let's go ahead and position ourselves down on our backs. Feel your feet on the mat. Keep the knees bent. Now feel the entire surface of your back rooted. Everything that is touching the earth. What story could you tell about your mid-back touching the earth right now? How much could you describe it? How much pressure in what quadrants, between what ribs? How is your skin engaging with clothing, engaging with the earth in another quadrant? How much do your bones weigh in your low back and hips? What would you have to do to feel that more? Could you release the weight of the hips down? Keep your focus in that region. Would you have to do more muscle action or less? Without using the arms, we will invite the knees into the chest. Wait. So feel your low back now. Start to intentionally press your low back into the mat. Bring your attention there and just have your attention in your low back pressing into the earth as you invite the knees up. Just keep staying in your back, pushing the low back into the earth and lower the feet down. Push your low back into the earth as you lower the feet down. And then take a moment and breathe and notice, did I hold my breath? What other areas of the body got tense? What did I get to be aware of when I was focusing? What crept in and interrupted my focusing? All right, low back pressing. Try to stay with the breath. Try to stay with ease, and we'll lift. What needed to help you? Maybe you needed to clamp inner thighs. That might be a natural observation. Keep the low back pressing into the mat and lower the feet down, and we're just going to come right back up and bring the legs back up. Low back pressing into the mat. Let that be your point of focus as we go back and forth. Low back. Keep your breath. Can you press shoulder blades into the mat too? Where in the process is it easier? Bringing the knees up. Let's go over to one side. And up and over to the other side. Be in the arms. Be in your spine. Rooting. Rooting. And how is that rooting helping facilitate fluidity? Stay in the root. Let everything else happen. Stay in the root. Push your head into the floor. Push the shoulders into the floor. Now start to notice in your aparigraha, your moderation. Are you overstraining? Vary how much pressure you're using. Just keep the focus there and observe. Bring the knees to center and we'll straighten the legs straight up. Our body has been in this shape before, sitting upright. Press all of your spine into the floor. Now your upper body is playing the role that your bottom body did when we were sitting upright. Drive your back, your entire back, as much of your rib cage as you can feel into the floor. Are you aware of certain areas of the back more than others? Where is your mind getting distracted while you do this? Apply, apply. Now let's bring a time aspect from our yoga plan. And let's see if we can apply 20 more breaths right here. You don't have to. Maybe your litmus needs to be 8. Notice your focus fluctuate. Are you still pressing the spine, the whole back body into the earth? Do we lose count? Are there areas of the body that are fatiguing? Do they start to take our attention when they start to fatigue? What are they saying to us? Slow the breath. I've got 5 more. You don't have to keep up with me. You can go longer than mine. Before we stop, check in whether you have even pressure across your entire spine. Or is there an area of the hips digging a little harder? Is there one butt cheek applying itself? One area of your mid-back? How about your arms, your shoulders, back of your head, your neck? Try to even it out. What got stuck in a strain? And we'll let the knees come to the chest. Use the arms. Give the knees a little hug. Maybe rock and roll. Do any final movements you feel you need. Maybe you want a happy baby. Maybe you want another spinal twist, but a relaxed one. Try not to exert any muscle set wherever you are. And then we'll lengthen the legs out in front of us. Perhaps you want to put a pillow under your knees. Maybe you want to swing your legs up a wall. Adjust yourselves so that there's no crimp of clothing under you. That your hips are comfortable, your shoulders are comfortable. And then let the body go. And let your focus arrive on any point of your flesh in contact with the mat. Soften your breath. And just let whatever is happening happen. But observe the happening. And let it happen. Gently guide your mind back when it wanders. Maybe you didn't even notice when it wandered. Maybe remind yourself or tell yourself, I can be right here. Here is fine. Here is enough. Here is all there is. I am fully here. Present with what is here. Present with what I am here. Present with what I see and feel here. Practice contentment, self-study, surrender, devotion, pure thought, mind, intention, non-harming, moderation, non-accumulation, non-stealing, truthfulness. Let's start to let our focus come to directing simple movement and observe what happens when the moving occurs, when the body responds to the mind, that joining together, that yoking, your mind sending a signal and a small area of the body responding. See the miracle in that, the wonder in that. When you're ready, bigger movements, leading to guiding ourselves to coming upright. Where is your focus? What are we aware of as we come back up? Check in with your awareness, your perception of the here and now in body, breath, and mind. Three ohms to join. And let your focus arrive wherever you would like it to. Start to practice just placing your focus somewhere. What comes into clear view when we practice focus? What falls away when we practice focus? Hands to the heart center. All that is kindness and love inside of me is but a reflection of what you share in kindness and love inside of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. I'm Belinda. This has been Just Be Yoga and our home yoga practice live, where we are working on focus this week. Today has been our power day, working on ways to keep that attention on a single point. Today we used rootedness to help us come through our 4 postures or body movement spaces, and that being our warrior 3, our plank, our handstand, as well as our twisting spaces, and that was Matsyendrasana. If you want to know more about focus, feel free to check out yesterday, September 1, or maybe check back to last week's home yoga practice where we also did some more breaking down about dharana, focus. I'll stick around for a little bit in case anyone has any questions or anything that they want to talk about that they're discovering in their practice. I really, really, really am going to continue to hit that drum beat as far as interactivity. We have this opportunity to be able to talk, to be able to share. You could always certainly send me an email, belinda@justbeyoga.com, or a message on our Facebook. But if we have this opportunity and we can all practice a bit of Sangha, that community, through the sharing, it takes a lot to show, hey, I have a question, and have others see that question. And then it takes a lot of our own vulnerability because it says, I don't know something, or I'm curious about something. And we get to kind of let those trappings fall away and lean into the strength of community, because whatever question you have, likely somebody else has it as well. All right. I see that Claudia said hello. So it was good to see you last night, Claudia and Joe. Hopefully you got to work on some practice here. You guys come to Power a lot. So what did you notice differently in holding those planks or kind of working on the jumping up? I hope that you noticed that when we were doing the handstand, the float up, I had no intention of any focus toward any lifting or lengthening into the handstand. Instead, it was about keeping our point of focus on the rootedness. And I guess I wanted to see, okay, how did that change this perspective for you? Did it add anything? Or are you kind of like, meh? Belinda's going to sit here talking in the room by herself. And that's okay. I like myself. My arms are my arm legs. Your arms are stronger than you realize. What a wonderful gift and blessing, Claudia. Yay, arm legs. Wonderful, wonderful share. Awesome. And it's just another way to use your focus as you do your practice. By all means, folks, you could extend this into other aspects. You could say, I'm going to pay attention to my neck, and just pay attention to your neck through the whole practice. Oh, Carla's here. Yay. Focusing on rooting makes logical sense to me in working toward handstands. Yay, 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 yay. But, my dear, if your hands are on your arms and you are standing in them, you are handstanding. Okay, Kim is here. Yay, good to see you, Kim. I'm still right where I started. I need to first focus on not forcing, and everything opens up and I can focus elsewhere. Okay, I like it. Let's try to keep the focus on what is going on rather than pushing the focus to try to make something not happen. Does that make sense? Remember that, what was the quote that I shared yesterday from Rolf Gates? I'm going to go look it up here. I think it was about how dharana, focus, is not something that we do. It is something that we let happen. Okay. And so if we can bring that attention, and I only bring that up here with what Kim, awesome. Thank you so much for that share, Kim. It might help if we can just let the focus be on what is actually going on, rather than what we don't want to be going on. And so feel whatever it is that we're feeling. Even if it is, wow, my mind ran out of the room 50 times today. That's what we journal about. Where's my mind going to? What's more important right then? How often have I just let that happen? How often have I not noticed that that happens in my mind? Or while you're in the rooting, wow, my core is trembling. I never noticed that. Or maybe if we're in those arms, we go, wow, my wrists are really starting to ache. And we can stay with that and start to observe, when I do this, it aches more. When I do that, it aches less. Or, it's aching. Oh, should I take a break? Oh, I forgot. I was so focused on doing the thing. Maybe the body, right? And the focus lets us look at what's happening Now, are we listening to what's happening? The focus doesn't mean to the exclusion of all of the messages. Remember, ultimately, we're still yoking, and that yoking helps us become more aware. We're turning our attention and holding our attention, but then what do we become aware of? All right. Yay, Claudia. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Oh, Carla said something else. I need glasses, y'all. I mean, I have prescriptions, but it's time for a new set. I agree with Kim. I think focusing on what is happening rather than what I aim to happen eventually is very helpful. Exactly. So please, you all, if you're doing the walk up in the down dog to just be in the arms, do that. Do that. All right. I hope to see you all tomorrow. If you've got any more questions or revelations, how about that? About focus, shoot them on over. Keep adding them into the comments even after the live stream is over. Everyone who checks this out on replay gets to have the benefit of our conversation. All right. Thank you all. Namaste. I'm deeply honored and blessed to have you all want to share yoga with me. Have a great day. Namaste.